In the spring of 1974, a group of farmers digging a well in China's Shaanxi province made a discovery that would rewrite history. They were searching for water during a severe drought that had plagued the region. Instead of water, their shovels struck something hard and unyielding. It was the head of a life-sized warrior, crafted from terracotta with astonishing detail. Little did they know, they had stumbled upon one of the greatest archaeological finds of the 20th century. This was the vanguard of the legendary Terracotta Army, a subterranean force built to guard an emperor in the afterlife. The army belongs to Qin Shi Huang, the formidable first emperor of a unified China. Before him, China was a collection of warring states, each with its own ruler and culture. Yin Cheng, as he was then known, ascended the throne of the Qin state in 246 BCE at the age of just 13. He was a visionary ruler with a ruthless ambition to conquer all under heaven. Over the next few decades, he launched a series of brilliant and brutal military campaigns. One by one, the rival states of Han, Zhao, Wei, Gun, and Qi fell to his mighty armies. In 221 BCE, he succeeded, unifying the nation and proclaiming himself Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor. He standardized weights, measures, currency, and even the width of cart axles to connect his empire. The emperor also initiated the creation of a single, unified writing system, a crucial step in forging a common identity. His reign was marked by massive construction projects, including the first version of the Great Wall. But his most personal and perhaps greatest project was his own mausoleum. Work on the tomb complex began shortly after he became king, long before he was emperor. The emperor was obsessed with the idea of immortality and the afterlife. He sought a way to continue his rule and maintain his power even after death. His solution was to create a replica of his empire underground, complete with a phantom army to protect it. The Terracotta Army is just one part of this sprawling, city-sized necropolis. It is estimated that over 700,000 laborers and craftsmen worked on the mausoleum for nearly 4 decades. These workers were conscripts, artisans and prisoners, their lives dedicated to the emperor's eternal glory. The discovery in 1974 led to the excavation of what is now known as Pit 1. Pit 1 is the largest, containing the main infantry force of the army. Over 6,000 figures are estimated to be in this pit alone, a testament to the project's immense scale. The soldiers are arranged in a precise battle formation, facing east, the direction of the conquered states. Subsequently, 2 other pits, Pit 2 and Pit 3, were discovered nearby. Pit 2 is a more complex formation, featuring cavalry, archers, and war chariots. It represents a mobile and mixed military unit, ready for a variety of combat scenarios. Pit 3 is the smallest and most intriguing of the 3. It appears to be the high command post for the entire Phantom Army. It contains high-ranking officers and a ceremonial war chariot, but no rank-and-file soldiers. A 4th pit, Pit 4, was also found, but it was empty. Historians speculate that its construction was halted by the emperor's death and the subsequent collapse of his dynasty. The most astonishing feature of the army is that no 2 soldiers are exactly alike. Each warrior has a unique face, hairstyle, and expression, suggesting they were modeled on real individuals. Some appear young and determined, others older and more contemplative. Their heights vary, with generals being the tallest, reflecting the military hierarchy. The level of detail extends to their armor, which accurately depicts the styles of the Qin military. Even the treads on the soles of their shoes are meticulously rendered in the clay. The army is a frozen snapshot of the military machine that conquered China. There are infantrymen, armed with spears and swords. Kneeling and standing archers were positioned to rain down arrows on the enemy. Charioteers stood in wooden chariots, each pulled by 4 powerful horses. Cavalrymen stood beside their sculpted steeds, ready to mount and charge. And then there are the generals, the commanders of this silent force. The creation of such a vast and detailed army was a monumental undertaking. Archaeologists believe the warriors were made using an assembly line process. Heads, arms, legs, and torsos were created separately and then assembled. There were several standard molds for the basic components, like ears, noses, and hairstyles. After assembly, custom details were added with a layer of fine clay to give each soldier his unique identity. Figures were then fired in massive kilns at extremely high temperatures. This process made them durable enough to last for over 2 millennia. Originally, the warriors were not the monochrome figures we see today. Each soldier was painted with bright, vivid colors derived from natural pigments. They wore purple trousers, red scarves, and green robes, a truly dazzling sight. Sadly, the lacquer layer beneath the paint was sensitive to the dry air of Huai'an. Upon excavation, this lacquer would curl and flake off within minutes, taking the paint with it. Modern conservation techniques are now being developed to preserve the color on newly unearthed figures. One of the greatest mysteries was the nature of the weapons the warriors held. While many of the original polearms and swords were looted or decayed, many metal weapons survived. Archaeologists have found tens of thousands of real, functional weapons. These include swords, spears, halberds, and incredibly sophisticated crossbows. The most remarkable discovery was the sharpness and preservation of the bronze swords. Analysis revealed they were coated in a thin layer of chromium oxide. This was a form of anti-rust technology thought to have been invented in the 20th century. This incredible foresight protected the weapons from corrosion for over 2,200 years. The crossbows were so powerful they could pierce the armor of the day from great distances. The army was not just a symbolic guard. It was a genuinely well-armed force. Pits themselves were complex structures with paved floors and wooden ceilings. Shortly after the emperor's death, the Qin dynasty collapsed in a wave of rebellion. Historical records suggest that the rebel general Xiang Yu broke into the pits. His armies are said to have looted the real weapons held by the terracotta soldiers. They then set fire to the pits, causing the wooden roofs to collapse and crush many of the figures. This act of destruction is why so many of the warriors were found in fragments. Archaeologists have spent decades painstakingly reassembling the broken soldiers. Each restored warrior is a victory for preservation and a testament to the original craftsmanship. Despite these discoveries, the greatest prize remains untouched. The central tomb of Emperor Qin Shi Huang himself, located under a large mound, has never been opened. Ancient Chinese texts, written by the historian Sima Qian, describe the tomb's incredible contents. He wrote of palaces, pavilions, and a ceiling painted with the constellations of the heavens. The floor was a landscape of his empire, with rivers and seas recreated in liquid mercury. These rivers were supposedly designed to flow mechanically, mimicking the real waterways. Modern scientific surveys have lent credence to these ancient accounts. Soil samples taken from the tomb mound show abnormally high concentrations of mercury. This suggests the legendary mercury rivers might actually exist. The tomb is also said to be protected by deadly, automated crossbows, ready to fire on any intruders. For now, the Chinese government has decided not to excavate the central tomb. The primary concern is the preservation of the priceless artifacts within. Just as the warrior's paint vanished, other treasures could be instantly destroyed by exposure to the modern environment. Until conservation science advances sufficiently, the Emperor will be left to rest in peace. The Terracotta Army raises many questions that are still debated by scholars. Were the soldiers truly portraits of individual members of the Qin army? Or were they idealized representations created from a set of common parts? The logistics of feeding, housing, and managing 700,000 workers remain a profound mystery. How did the Qin artisans achieve such consistency and quality on an industrial scale? The chromium plating technology is another puzzle, appearing far ahead of its time. Some have even controversially suggested potential contact with Hellenistic Greek artisans. This theory points to a newfound appreciation for realism in sculpture, not previously seen in China. However, most evidence points to a purely indigenous development of these incredible techniques. The Terracotta Army was unknown for 2 millennia, a secret kept by the earth. Its rediscovery provided an unparalleled window into the world of ancient China. It showcases the power, organization, and ambition of the Qin dynasty. The army is a testament to one man's quest for eternal life, and his power to command a nation to build it. Today, the site is a world-renowned museum and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Millions of visitors from around the globe come to gaze upon this silent, eternal army. The excavation is far from complete. Archaeologists continue to unearth new secrets. It is believed that the entire necropolis is many times larger than what has been uncovered so far. Beyond the soldiers, archaeologists have found other figures. A pit containing terracotta acrobats, strongmen, and court officials was discovered. This suggests the emperor wanted entertainment as well as protection in the afterlife. Another pit revealed a stunning collection of bronze birds, including cranes, swans, and geese. These were found in an underground channel meant to represent a river, complete with terracotta musicians. The most detailed finds were 2 magnificent bronze chariots, found near the emperor's tomb mound. These are half-scale models, each pulled by 4 bronze horses and driven by a bronze charioteer. They are composed of thousands of individual parts, with functional doors and windows. The detail is breathtaking, down to the gold and silver inlay on the horses' harnesses. These chariots were likely for the emperor's soul to use on inspection tours of his afterlife kingdom. The Terracotta Army is more than just a collection of statues. It is a time capsule. It speaks of a time of immense change, brutal warfare, and boundless ambition. It reveals the sophistication of Qin logistics, artistry, and technology. The silent soldiers stand as eternal guardians, their watch unbroken for millennia. They are a testament to the human desire to conquer death itself. The story of their creation is as epic as the emperor they were built to serve. In the moment of their discovery, they have captivated the world's imagination. The mystery is not just what has been found, but what still lies buried. What other wonders did Qin Shi Huang commission for his journey into the next world? Will the central tomb ever be opened? And will its legends prove true? Only time will tell what other secrets the first emperor's necropolis holds. The legacy of the army is a complex one, built by a tyrant but admired as a masterpiece. It represents both the height of artistic achievement and the depth of autocratic power. Each soldier's face tells a human story, a silent echo from a distant past. The earth of Shaanxi province guarded its secret well for over 2,000 years. The farmers who found them were simple men who stumbled upon an emperor's dream. Their search for water led to a flood of knowledge about ancient China. The Terracotta Army is a silent, powerful link to the dawn of Imperial China. Their mission to protect their emperor continues in the halls of a museum. The mystery endures, captivating and inspiring all who encounter it. The emperor's quest for immortality was, in a way, successful. His name and his army are now known across the globe, achieving a different kind of eternal life. Terracotta soldiers wait, silent and steadfast, for the next chapter in their long story to be written. Their expressions seem to hold the secrets of their time, locked away in fired clay. The sheer number of warriors is designed to overwhelm and awe any spiritual enemy. Each warrior weighs several hundred pounds, a testament to their solid construction. The horses are equally impressive, capturing the spirit and power of the Qin cavalry's steeds. The discovery of the army fundamentally changed our understanding of the Qin dynasty. It was previously thought of as culturally barren, but the army revealed a sophisticated artistic tradition. The emperor's tomb complex is a microcosm of the real world he controlled. The army, the entertainers, and the bronze birds all serve to recreate his imperial court. The ongoing work at the site is a delicate balance between discovery and preservation. Every new fragment uncovered adds another piece to the immense historical puzzle. The story of the Terracotta Army is a story of one man's vision and a nation's labor. It is a silent epic, written not in words, but in clay.